believe it's July
23rd.
Thanks, man. July 23rd. And I'm going to be teaching a lesson here with Rachel and with Lisa for just the very first part of this morning as a CST student. And I've enlisted my good friend Nikolai here because he said to me, Jason, if anything has guitar in it, I want the moment for everyone to look at me while we're doing this. So I said, you know what, I didn't even think I'd have guitar in here, but Nikolai, anything for you. Right, is that the conversation we had? Yeah. Okay. All right, so he's going to be backing me up for just a moment, and I'm not even going to say anything about this lesson to begin. I just want you to listen momentarily. And if you recognize something, that's great. And if you don't, that's okay too. But then we'll pause after we play something, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll segue to a different part of the lesson. That's very nice. Cool. Are you ready?
Yeah, I have something.
Go for it. And I'll count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Get it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go real fast. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh. There you go. Keep going. 3, 4. Remember that was twice as long. It's all right. 1, 2. He's pretty good, right? Say that twice as long.
Don't worry, we love you. Just sit with you. That was maybe hard to tell, but did anyone recognize anything that was happening in the melody? The melody being the bells, because Nikolai was really holding down the rhythm. So if I played this pattern, ring a bell? Anything? Sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. 16th note?
Is it what?
16th note.
Oh, okay. It is actually close to 16th notes, but I'm actually asking, does anyone listen to pop music these days? There's this song that goes, yes?
Is that sung by Carly Rae Jepsen?
Can you sing it?
Aaron?
She's a singer.
Don't make her sing! She can!
But if I gave you the starting note, really. See, he knows it, right? All right. It's the song of the summer this year. It's like, it's really infectious, and so I wanted to play it. But if you were listening to it, what did you notice about the first notes I was hitting? Does anyone give me any feedback about those two notes? Anything?
Nope.
Similarities, differences, pleasant sound, not pleasant sound? Yes.
They're the same note.
Oh, they are the same note. What do you mean they're the same note? Something sounds different.
Higher. Yeah.
What did you say?
I said they're an octave higher.
Okay. What did you say? So we're dealing with an octave. What's an octave? Yeah.
It's like it's the same note, just higher.
Okay.
So raise your hand when I hit the high note. All right. Raise your hand again when I hit the high note. That was harder, right? All right. So the idea, if we're trying to get to think about like a computer, is we're going to try to figure out a high note and a low note. Being one is going to mean yes, like a computer. One might mean no, right? So we're just dealing with the same note, but one is high and one is low. And that's going to translate to a certain way that we count in mathematics. Does anyone know a certain way we count in mathematics where we just deal with basically two things? Just two? Adding. Adding is well, adding is a way to sort of manipulate numbers and to process something, but I'm just actually thinking about a set of numbers where we just deal with two of them. Does anyone know a set of numbers where we only deal with two? We kind of did this earlier. Binary. All right, bi meaning two, right? And I'm gonna segue over here to my good friend Rachel, who's going to give a refresher about binary numbers, and then we're gonna bring it back to how it relates to the bells so you guys can decode certain things.
Okay. So,
Give Nicola a hand.
let's think about our